Hi friends, MD Vegan. Well, today is my gentle juice fasting day. That is once a week, only juices or maybe water or teas, whatever you like. Yeah. And sometimes if it's too much, if fasting gets too intense, I just eat a little bit. So importantly, gentle juice fasting because non-violent. Gentle is non-violent, compassionate with myself and others. So to myself, I say, don't push. Yeah, I don't make myself feel bad. I want to be delighted all the time. So I have these wonderful juices for they are wonderful. All the fruit and vegetables and nuts, they are really amazing for juice and happiness. On the other hand, the schedule once a week. So I pick the day that fits into my schedule, not to harm my social activities. So both ways, yeah, inside, outside. Yeah. Also the cleansing of the fasting day, the body cleansed and the mind, inside, outside. And then when everything is clean, I get creative. Today is such a day. I'm looking forward to that. And after all the time I'm doing that now, I'm so much looking forward to my fasting day because I don't need to work that much in the kitchen. I just make the juices. But today I have some real big work to do here because look at these ingredients. 7 ingredients, a huge amount of ingredients. I don't make these kind of juices, but the special juice. It's a juice that is recommended in a recipe by the hero and legend Dick Gregory. That is a vegan legend. It's a comedian, and he said it was a friend or he was inspired by Martin Luther King, who was, of course, everybody knows him. He's world famous, and he also talked about nonviolence as the heart of his movement. Yeah, nonviolence, and Dick Gregory said that inspired him to become not eat animals anymore. Yeah, no dairy and no animal products. So he was a vegan, and I didn't know that for some time. And when I found out, I was very amazed that there's such a great leader of the of this movement in America, and he had a cookbook out. And I saw that recently when he left his body in 2012, I guess. I'm not sure about the numbers, but then they celebrated the cookbook from him that was brought back. It was famous at his time. It was in the 70s or 80s, I think. It was very famous. And that cookbook has a recipe. It's called Nutcracker Sweet. And I was, wow, what is Nutcracker Sweet? That sounds crazy, amazing. Wow, I have to see. I was really excited. And it is a big juice, the juice I make today, and blended with nuts and seeds. Nutcracker, yeah, that's nuts and seeds. And I made the plant milk with those nuts and seeds in another video. It's almonds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. I made that in a plant milk in another video. And this video also is part of that series of 3, a triple series. The plant milk, then this juice now is part 2, and the third part will be, to come in future, the Nutcracker Sweet. Yeah, that is that fruit smoothie with the nuts and the seeds and this juice. Yeah. You will see that later. Now I make the juice. I want to see. I mean, that's the way how I make recipes. Yeah, I look at recipes I like, for example, and I take parts of that and try to figure out what these parts are like. I have to say this part is very complex. There's a lot of fruit. I show you one after the other. Very, very simple. This is here grapes. I have grapes here, and in the cookbook, Dick Gregory said take red, green, and orange grapes. I think he said, and this is a pound or so. That is to say 3 cups in this case. I don't measure the weight. I have figured out the about quantities, the measurements about. So the same amount of grapes and the same amount of apples here. Also 3 cups. You cut the apples into small pieces here for the juicer to fit in. And then the same with pears. So grapes, apples, and pears. The pears here. Also same amount, 3 cups or so. And then I have the double amount, so 6 cups of oranges. Yeah, that's this one. So oranges, that is 6 oranges. He said 6 oranges, but you know, you never know. At that time, I don't know, that was a long time ago, I think, decades, when he made that recipe and the measurements, and you don't know how large the oranges were at that time. So I figure out that is about the measurements here I would take. Yeah, I just take same amounts of grapes, apples and pears, and a double amount of oranges. So yeah, when I have 3 cups of pears, I have 6 cups of oranges. Yeah, that's what I take now. If you want to know the exact measurement, if you think, but this is such a wonderful fruit juice, I don't think that it matters a lot if you have one a little bit more here or there. And you also cannot say, because the fruit at that time may taste a lot different than today. Fruit changes over the time when they are cultivated over decades in our culture. And also, in our time, if you buy an apple in America, it tastes differently maybe than an apple in Germany. So whatever you know, whatever you do, it is always up to the taste buds in that moment when you make the recipe. The measurements are always an idea, give you an idea, but then you have to adjust according to your own taste buds, of course. That's what I do here. So it's maybe not 100% the same recipe with the measurements from Dick Gregory, but it's pretty close. I try as good as I can, yeah? And I will see what it tastes like. So, and then there's another ingredient. I was surprised to see that. He has strawberries. Another 3 cups here. Same amount again. Strawberries. I would never put these ingredients together. Grapes, strawberries, apples, pears, oranges. Yeah, and 2 more ingredients. Grapefruit. He has had 2 large grapefruits. That's maybe 4 cups or so. It's a large amount. Grapefruit. And 1 lemon. So 7 ingredients. 7 ingredients. I have many juices with 7 ingredients, but not this kind of ingredients. Yeah? But everything here I have are pretty common ingredients in our culture. We have apples, pears, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, grapes, and strawberries. It's perfect. You know, that's what I like, and when the chef uses ingredients that you can get everywhere in our culture. Topic of Dick Gregory was also, I read that in the cookbook, the food deserts. You know, in America at that time, he was a black man, and he colored man, and he had his many friends knew in America that were in food deserts. They lived in places, and they still exist, where you cannot not even buy fresh fruit and vegetables in a grocery store. They only have canned produce. When I heard that the first time, I was shocked. What? They cannot buy fresh food, fruit and vegetables? That's so sad. Yeah, but that was also something he mentioned, and so he wanted to make sure that it's very important to eat fresh fruit and vegetables and nuts and seeds. Yeah, that's basically a vegan diet: fruit, veggies, nuts and seeds. The best is you have it fresh, as from the field, and that's what he did. And he had these wonderful, easy to get fruit and fresh fruit. Also the almonds, the sesame seeds, and the sunflower seeds. All are pretty easy to get in our culture. So I guess that might be at the heart of his recipe and other recipes, to make it easy for the people to get these wonderful fresh fruit and to make it delightful. Yeah, he saw there is a big parallel. It's one and the same thing. If you want to get liberation for your mind, and you also have to be free from in your body, I would say, I would translate. So you have to have good food, he said. You have to have good food in order to have a good life. Very simple. Yeah? The life is more than the food, but to have a good life, you need good food and clean food. And that is, of course, plant-based food, vegan food, we would say today. And that's why I was so amazed about that. A legend has been really around so long, and I heard only recently from him, because I'm from Germany. We don't know that name here, but more and more as the vegan movement goes around the planet, we hear more and more of these things. So now I make the juice. I will come back in a moment when everything is juiced. I think it will be a lot of juice. It doesn't matter. I love juices, and then I will taste it in front of you to see what it is like. So come back in a moment. Wow, that is a big juice. And these are 2 liters, more than 2 liters even, and I have still something, a little bit left, a small amount, in the juice container. So it's a big juice, and I thought I didn't know how much it would be. So yeah, it's always nice to have the ingredients, the quantities, the measurements, and then you see how much juice you get out of it. And just alone could be half a day of my fasting, because in one day usually I drink 4 liters, I found, to feel great. Yeah. But that's not for every person the same, I don't know. For me it's about 4 liters. So half the day I've had, and I will drink it slowly. Yeah, this is a juice I will drink slowly, I will enjoy. Because if you drink it all at once, and you might have some blood sugar spikes, as they say, it's not so good. It goes directly into the bloodstream, much sugar in the fruit. And then that you can avoid that if you drink that slowly. Yeah, you can put it in the refrigerator and drink the rest tomorrow or so. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to find out now what that juice might taste like, what it looks like. It looks like wonderful, like it has a strawberry color. These look like strawberries. Strawberry juices look like that, and there was these very common ingredients, more or less. And now I will taste it. I'm so excited. Let's see. So, looks very nice. Fragrance is wonderful. Pure fruit. Yeah. It's a bomb of fruit. Wow. Let's see. Wow. Oh, just a juice to dream of. It's just pure delight. Happy. There is wow, I taste the grapefruit in there. So many flavors are coming into one. And if you taste a little bit, you'll find many flavors in there hidden, yeah, in the one new juice. Very, very nice. So now I will drink that juice. I will let it sit now in my system, and what does it do to me? How does it feel like to have this juice? It's a power, I guess. It's a high energy boost. And then ultimately I make the 3rd video and blend this juice with the nuts and seeds, or with almonds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. Yeah. In the other video recipe, I made a plant milk and blended the same nuts and seeds with water and filtered through a nut milk bag. It's a delicious flavor, but it's a whole different story if you put the nuts directly into the juice and then blend it up. And I will see what happens then. Yeah. He says then in the book, that is a wonderful delight. Let's see. I can't wait to do that. So now, but for now, I'm very happy with this juice. It's a nice way to make a new recipe for me. Yeah. Usually I go the other way around. I begin with one ingredient I like. For example, I begin with a red beet. Yeah. And I try how to make it delicious in the juice. And I will have 3 ingredients at least. Yeah, that's why I call my method Take 3. And I find, for example, pears taste nice with beets. So beets get delicious with pears. And I take a little bit of lemon to it to make it really very, very delicious. And my classical pear juice, or pear beet juice. Yeah. That's how I usually make a recipe. And then I put the next ingredient to it. For example, I add a carrot, or an apple, or an orange, and then I continue with a ginger maybe. You know, you can put many juices together, many flavors together to have a new flavor then. This is the other way around. I have a complex flavor recipe, and I analyze it. Put what is this ingredient like, and what is this part like, and so on, and then put it together again. So that's how I look at recipes in a systematic way a little bit. You might have a different approach. To me, it's very easy and comprehensive, and it allows me to make a new recipe every single day. And that's basically what I want to do. I want to explore the endless vegan variety. Plant-based diet to us opens a whole huge door into a new world of flavors, and they're all healthy. You know, plant flavors, when they are from nature directly, are usually healthy if you can eat them. Yeah, edible plants. So that is a great thing. Animal products are not healthy usually, and that's not so good. So, but this is a whole new world of flavors because they're all healthy and has such a variety. Yeah, you don't find that in any other food kind. Yeah? Plants are just amazingly manifold. So that's how I try to explore this new world. Yeah? And well, once a week I do the fasting day. If you want to know a little bit more of fasting, you want to see my recipes once a week. I posted also on a Facebook page that is called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. And you can find a fasting calendar for the best fasting days, and you can find other people who maybe also have interest in fasting, and you can watch my recipes there also. Otherwise, like my videos, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.